I love Swan. You make the pompous wait. That's right. You let her know this is not your kingdom. Okay. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to The Wheel of Time. We're now on season 3, episode 2, which is called A Question of Crimson. So, no idea what that means, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. So we had the season premiere last episode, and I think it was done very, very well. It set us up the groundwork of what's going to potentially be happening in the upcoming season. Key takeaways is that our group has separated, unfortunately, once again, but necessary because they're all in different stages of their journey, and their journey is very important. They have to figure out where they fit into this larger puzzle and, you know, kind of how they can play their parts. And so we basically have Rand with Egwene and Moiraine and Lan in one area going to the Aiel. We've got at the tower Nynaeve and Elaine, along with Matt, and then we have Perrin and Loyal that are headed back to the Two Rivers, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, everyone's kind of gone their way in that particular way, and then we know that the Dark Ones have found, at least they found them when they were still at Tar Valon, but now, of course, with them all going separately, I guess they're going to have to decide if they're all going to want to collaborate on who to go after, if they're all going to go after a group on their own. But either way, we know the one with the spider fingers has created another gray man and is sending them after someone. We don't know who that is yet. So lots of different things going on here. Very excited to jump in. So I'm about to do that. But also, I didn't mention in the season premiere, but I should let people know who are new here. I am not a book reader. I don't know what happened in the book. So I appreciate tons and tons and tons of feedback and comments. I love that. Please keep that up. But just keep in mind, I have not read the book. So please avoid any deep book spoilers. Like, it's fine if you give a little bit of context to some of the stuff that we're seeing here in the show, but yeah, if you can do your best not to spoil me, I'd appreciate it. I do plan to read the books, but I'm probably going to wait till the show is finished. But anyway, that's just a little thing I want to throw out there, so I'd appreciate it so much if you would please keep that in mind for me. All right, that out of the way, let's jump into the episode. But just before I do, if you're not yet subscribed, please go ahead and do that. Hit that notification bell so that you can be in the know of when I drop these episodes. All right, that out of the way, let's get into the episode right now. Wait, who's pregnant? With red hair?
I told you this day would come.
Hi, Sheree. Is this a flashback, maybe? That looks like it could be Elaine's mom. Camelin, High Secret Evander 20 years ago. Yeah, it's a flashback. Okay. Everyone's in red. Is that just the country's color? Yeah, okay, it's on the crests. Thought it was an Aja thing, but I guess not. Ooh, the floor looks like a chessboard. That's kind of cool. Oh, it's a baby. Oh, she's been busy. Lord, Your Majesty, get off her. Respectfully. Let her breathe. Ooh. Oh, different colors. Different kingdoms, though, this time. Okay, we got... Hold on. Beautiful. Okay, we're probably going to see some of these people again. Sorry, I just want to check. We have... What is that? Some type of animal. A sword, and then another... No, it looks like a pickaxe. And then a lion. All right, black and red. Red, green, and gold. Red is definitely a favorite color, but okay. I'm not sure. I feel like this is going to tie in later, but these are different kingdoms. Like, we've really not talked about kingdoms in this show, I realize. But anyway, I don't normally pause either, guys, but I just kind of wanted to take that in. Why is she alone? Who's getting her pregnant if she's sitting up there by herself?
Many of you in this room were my rivals, and I yours. But that war is over now.
Is it? Those faces don't say that.
Swear yourselves to me, and nothing you have done will be held against you.
Why are you in charge?
I swear the fealty and soldiers of House Barron to your throne.
Okay.
Queen Morghese of House Trakands.
It is Elaine's mom.
House Anshar and its armies swear themselves to you, my queen.
Oh, she does not like you. This is what? No, that should have been... She just shouldn't have to kneel.
Queen Morghese of House Trakands.
Oh, she hates you.
All of your actions against me in the past are forgiven.
Good, let me commit some new ones.
My daughter and our great nation suffer another succession war.
Knew it. Brother? She's a child. Okay, so your mom's that kind of... Okay. I don't know if I like you anymore, Elaine.
Long live the queen.
And why did you even bother covering the kid's eyes? They know what that monster... Okay. Oh, she's crazy. Oh, she's crazy. I'm sorry, Lynn. Your mama gotta go. She's still alive. She gotta go. She one of them? That was backhanded. I mean, don't get me wrong. I saw the looks, except with the exception of the girl in green. All of them were definitely gonna try to kill you the second they could. But that's not the point. That's some underhanded ish. I hope Elaine is not like her mother, because that'll prove to be a problem. That is definitely going to be a challenge now, not knowing who you can trust in the tower. And it's true, they do need help, but who do you trust?
And do you know what, in Light's name, Queen Morghese is doing?
I might have sent her a letter last episode.
I have no idea.
What a pompous outfit. That's right. Make her wait, Suan. Make her wait. Exactly. I feel you already. I already feel you. Not the coughing. I love Suan. You make the pompous wait. That's right. You let her know this is not your kingdom. Okay.
Flame of Tarvalon, the Amalent Sea.
You better hear that whole cry. Oh my gosh, sir. So much bronzer.
Lord Galad of House Trakands.
Ooh, hello. Sorry. We don't like these people.
First Prince of the Sword.
You're Mr. Bronzer?
Lord.
Okay. Yeah, who are you?
Lord Gabriel. Prince Consort of the Queen.
Oh, that's why we didn't see you on the throne. You just there to get her pregnant, huh?
A pleasure, as always.
Fake smile. Swan. She hates her job so much on days like today.
Advisor to the Queen.
Even the Red Aja in the tower don't like her? That ain't good. It's probably because she sat by and let what happened happen. Oh, you see the fractures, do you? But I love Shoray. This is hard for me.
Welcome home, daughter.
This is the great thing about having women in power, because this is the way we work. Violence is not really our thing, but we petty.
Queen Morghese.
If you say so.
You swore to me when I sent my daughter to you, Swan, that you
Daughter,
Thank you.
you forget yourself.
Exactly. You don't call me by my first name.
In this hall,
So
you will
she-
address me
It's the
as
Amarant
befits
seat.
the Amalent Sea.
Period.
You have not had a child of your own, so perhaps you do not know the power of that word. What it means to go to sleep at night and wake in the morning, wondering at
Woman,
your...
you've got like 85 kids. Calm down.
Leaders and mothers are not so different, perhaps,
Right?
in that we will both defend our own, like a lionfish defends its den.
Period. You have 3 kids to worry about. I have all these ladies.
And I will take Morghese to Elaine, myself.
And we'll have a little chitty chat. Somebody needs to be humbled. Why does Moiraine look like a tourist with this hat? I'm sorry. It's so very, oh my god, it's so bright here. The sun. I didn't bring sunscreen. Lan, an umbrella.
I yield make it prefer night on foot, but we'll camp here.
Avienda, girl, we need to work on your prejudice against the Wetlanders. I don't blame her though. From what it's definitely been reciprocal, but come on, where is this? I don't think we've seen this Waygate. We have not. Oh, there's one that take you to the 2 rivers? Huh. What just
Should have
happened?
gone to a stone first. Oh yeah.
No. The longing takes. Well,
What is this longing?
Yeah, refresh my memory.
we begin to suffer ill effects. It is the remembrance in our bones of our home, of our ancestors.
That is a good way to think of it. But please get him to his steading. I'm not ready to lose loyal, guys. I'm not ready. Please. It's not time. And it has to be a specific type of forest, right? It can't just be any forest.
Gabriel.
Not her father?
You really gave us all a terrible fright. Mother was ready to tear the tower down with her bare hands when we'd learned you'd gone missing.
Well, I'm back in one piece, so there'll be no need for that.
You should tell her that.
I'm still not convinced these warders have much to teach us that we don't already know, but it's true. We could have kept you out of trouble.
Could you? Really? Okay.
You know nothing of the world. Makes you vulnerable.
Yeah, well, she's learned a lot more than you have now.
Perhaps Mother will let you stay. Your training can finally begin.
Probably not. She's here to take you home.
Has no one told you why we're here?
Clearly not. Been a bit busy, you know, surviving. What did that do? Did it do anything?
The weave wouldn't hold. The mind is a slippery patient. There's almost nothing we can do for afflictions of the mind.
Interesting. Okay.
What if it keeps getting worse?
Limitation of the weave.
I won't lie to you, Wisdom. I fear we may as well be trying to bring him back from the dead.
Damn! That dark? But yeah, often when it's a head thing, you gotta figure it out for yourself, Matt. That's what I'm figuring. You gotta do this yourself.
I guarantee Elaine is safer here than anywhere else in the world.
I don't trust this woman at all.
Mother.
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 My girl. So,
Boy.
show me your room.
I mean, is there much to show?
It's a short tour.
Bigger than I remember it.
This is probably the size of her closet back home.
Won't you tell me what happened? Something has shaken everyone here to the core.
Oh, have they not talked about what happened with the Black Aja?
It's internal tower business.
Fair enough. At least I know where I stand in the pecking order.
Mom, that's not...
No, it's all right.
Not the guilt trip.
I can wait till tomorrow.
What happens tomorrow?
She's taking you out of here.
Receive your honorary great serpent ring. We'll go home and you'll tell me everything. I would have thought that you would be as anxious to leave here as I am to have you return safely home.
I want to stay, Mother.
Let her know.
Your first duty is to Andor. Your life cannot be put at risk. We've already had one close call.
Unfortunately, I don't like this woman, but I understand where she's coming from.
It's time to come home.
I'm gonna need you to be rebellious, my dear. That's a beautiful sight right there. That's I mean, yeah, the mountains and stuff are cool too, but yes. More of these.
But you're closest to him. You're the one who will see the first signs. And the more he channels, the more the madness will take him.
Sadly. Avienda.
Why does he waste his time with swords? They are not the Aiel way. When was the last time anyone cut their supper with a sword? Your dragon will either save the world or destroy it.
Aiel prophecies don't say the same?
Yeah, please explain.
The remnant of a remnant the Karakarn shall save, and they shall live.
That's
Our Karakarn is creation and destruction wrapped in one. Balanced.
Is that balanced?
So that he may save my people and to destroy them.
Damn. Wow. Okay, well, Rand is just a big ball of sunshine for everybody, ain't he? Whew. That's what I'm saying. You want the Aiel on you want them with you. If they're willing to take Rand there knowing that he's probably going to cause her loss and pain, that's cult level dedication. What the? It's a small town. Oh, the inn still stands. Oh, it's home. Yeah, we gotta go back. We gotta deal with it. What the hell? Why are they here?
I almost didn't know you with that beard. You look a proper man.
He has grown.
Your name sings in my ears, Mistress Alvina.
And this is Bane.
Get that look off your face.
May you always have water and shade, roof mistress.
We ask your leave to defend your roof and home.
I like that.
It's not safe for you here, not anymore. You can stay the night with the others, and then we'll send you all on your way tomorrow.
Wait, others?
Yeah, remember they have a very specific hate for you, Perrin. You took out a couple of them.
Out of the way.
Is Loyal gonna be able to fit up there? Hi, Alana. Oh my god.
The wheel really does weave, as it wills.
Why is she hurt? What happened? Is it the White Cloaks? But yes, why is she here of all places? Unless she's probably still chasing down the Black Aja.
She'll only be in the tower for a few days at most. Not enough time to make any real trouble.
She's still well liked around here, odd as it is to believe.
I don't like this.
You've made your position known, daughter. Baron, please.
What doesn't she like? The seer?
I've been seeing Dead Aes Sedai. There'd warders here at the tower.
I thought you saw the future, not the past.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Whatever this battle is, it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, that was a taste.
Can you be certain?
Sadly, yeah.
It could be tomorrow, a year from now, or 10.
I know, it's frustrating, but it's the best she's gotten. At least you know. Come on, Suan, you had to know that what happened in the tower was not enough. Like, that was the beginning. That was just exposing some. There's probably still Black Aja in there that weren't in the tower who are now going to be very tight-lipped or have slipped away since. Although they did say she has it on lockdown, so maybe no one can leave. I don't know if that's the only thing they meant, if they meant just about the... But I mean, who... Would that be all Tal Verlan? Because everyone would have seen the explosion, right? Who knows what they would have told people that was, right? Also, I wonder why she wouldn't tell the queen about Leandrin, because Leandrin is red.
The Andoran princes are here.
Oh.
Sorry, even upstage, Matt. Oh, so they're showing off. I mean, you have a tower full of ladies. The only ones who may not be impressed are the reds, and even then, you know, on the DL, they are. Is Matt about to fall in love? Wow, these girls need to get out more. Careful, Matt. Matt, it's okay. It's not a not a competition.
Didn't think that you'd be in for this kind of thing, Nynaeve.
I mean,
I think everyone is in for this.
Thank you, like a beautiful man. Come on now, Matt. You can appreciate it. It's okay.
So, who are these tossers?
My brothers.
So they're...
I love that he didn't take it back. He's like, still tossers.
Entitled bastards. No offense, Elaine.
None taken. Coming from someone sleeping with an actual king.
Yeah, but my king is not an ass. Thank you. And they all entitled tossers. Let's be real.
Seen enough.
To be jealous? Don't be jealous.
My family never turns up anywhere without each one of them having 12 plots and plans they're hatching.
Honesty.
Sounds completely unlike you.
You sure?
Leandrin and her sisters went. But how many of their number did they leave behind?
I've been saying that.
You're the only two in the tower, I can be absolutely sure, are not Black Aja.
That's terrible.
Who knows how deep the Shadow's roots have taken hold here. What I do know is I will rip them out.
Period.
Each of you is a match for Leandrin in sheer power. She's their strongest. She could have killed you in the hall, and she didn't.
That's true.
Ask yourself why, and how you might use that weakness against her.
Sadly.
Elaine will go through the arches tonight, and then Varen will find you tomorrow and give you all the information we have so far about Leandrin and her sisters. And then you can start your search.
Elaine has a motivation to stay now. A way to say, screw you, mommy. I'm already an Aes Sedai.
We don't need to trust any of them. Not even the Amelin to do what's being asked of us. Because the truth is, she's right.
She is right. Oh my God. Growth. Good girl. Good girl, Nynaeve.
We leave tomorrow. What? No, you can't leave. Not now. You're going to be accepted. My duty is to the Lion Throne.
Is it a good throne to be loyal to, though?
I should have known better than to...
Ooh.
Nynaeve.
Nynaeve said, listen, we have all sacrificed something, sis. Either you're in or you're out. I don't blame her.
Perrin, they say they're here for you.
For me?
They said you killed a man and farm. Jeffrey Bornhold.
He had it coming.
But your dark friend? Why, probably the eyes.
A load of codswallop. Nobody but the Converse. I would have thought men sworn to the light would be better than that.
Oh, deep commentary we can have about that.
Against proper soldiers. With pitchforks and sheep shears.
She's like, point taken.
If you ask the lion to protect you from the bear, you've only chosen to end up in one belly instead of another.
Ooh. Truth, though. Truth.
We'll get you fast horses in the morning. And put you on your way out of the two rivers.
No, I'm not
You
leaving.
have to go.
I did kill Jeffrey Bornhold and farm. And if all this trouble is because they're looking for me, then there's a simple solution. I'll turn myself in.
And what good is that gonna do? They're not gonna stop doing what they're doing, bro. And they're gonna torture you. They're not just gonna take you out. But I get it. He doesn't want his family and these people to be tormented by them. My poor girl in this PTSD. But you have to just go through it, unfortunately. There's no shortcut. That's disgusting. Oh my god. Seriously, Lanfear is such a jealous hoe. Like, she's something else, man. How, Luce Theron, how did you get yourself twisted up with this girl?
I remember a few things we did in this room which were far more exciting than the sunrise.
Lanfear, can we focus, please?
It's about that doe-eyed cow.
Don't.
Exactly. I wouldn't. Oh, it's her. I should have known.
You shouldn't.
Rand really needs to get control of the lower half of his body. Not even because of Egwene, but just for himself.
You do not belong here.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right. Come here. You're safe. You're safe.
Sadly, not really. Not while Rand still has that crazy ex running around.
I've nightmares too.
Are they?
Things I've done.
Looked like you were about to have a little freaky dream there. If Lanfear hadn't stopped you.
If Renna was here now, I'd kill her again.
Period.
I just wish she'd stay dead.
Oh, some point I hope you'll be able to let her go. But now knowing that Lanfear's actually in there stirring the pot, that hoe gotta go. Oh wow, is it what the prince is getting it on in the tower right now? Not him combing his chest hair. Nat, I need you to stop, please.
He's gone. See, I think I prefer my dungeon cell at this point.
I'm so sorry. I mean, isn't it better than listening to people die?
To you, I didn't know
He
that.
said that the Amelin seat wanted to see me, so should we just go?
Maybe put a proper shirt on. She doesn't want to see your chest hair either,
Bring the
bro.
horn.
You heard about that?
Everyone heard about that, bro. You've been carrying it with you everywhere. You have a choice to make.
I didn't hear you come in.
I'm trying to figure that. Is this not her father?
The boys?
I think they might be busy after that little show they put on this afternoon.
Sometimes girls are predictable.
Do they have any other party tricks?
Do they need any?
Clearly not.
Tolerate Galad after talking to him for more than 1 second is beyond me.
It's true. The pretty ends as soon as he opens his mouth.
Your position as heir is, for the very first time since she ascended, vulnerable.
She hadn't told me any of this.
That may not be a bad thing.
You've left me alone with your ghastly brothers for too long. All they do is train. We need some sense returned to the palace halls.
Sense.
I mean, yes, but is that really her responsibility? Very selfish reason for wanting her home, but I guess he's not going to go up against the queen, right? She's like, why are you still here?
To battle against the Forsaken Ishamiel at Farm.
Well, normally I would never be
You
one to...
absolutely would be.
For you, it will summon dead heroes back from the grave.
For others?
For anyone else, it's only a horn. So long as you live.
Wait, what?
Sorry.
You just capped that? No caveat. Fine print.
So I'm sure you wouldn't want to tell anyone about being the horn.
Right, Matt?
Or about having the horn in your possession.
Like going all over
Accessible
town
to
with
anyone
it.
who might want to kill you and take it.
Mm.
And I'm sure you would never use it as social capital among the novices of this very tower.
Clock him.
Do something as stupid as have your portrait painted posing with it.
You'll love this, Suan.
Would you like to give the horn to me for safekeeping?
Can he let it go?
You'd be there when the flames are high.
I'm no hero. So I do what I have to do, but I'm no hero.
Those we call heroes only did what they had to do.
Thank you. At least you have some separation anxiety from that horn, but yes, best to take it away from him since he's been abusing it.
What's all this about?
I'm not going?
I'm not coming with you, Mother.
Oh, good girl.
The last daughter heir, who set off on her own, disappeared without trace and was never heard from again. There never was a Queen Tigraine.
And yet, Tigraine leaving is why you were able to ascend the throne.
Oh,
I mean to make Andor's most important alliance ironclad.
With the dragon.
Or for swans.
For mine.
Period. Like, I'm in the equation.
And I will become the first Aes Sedai queen.
I won't lose you.
Honey, you
There
have
is
no control
going
over
back
that.
to cloistered life inside palace walls. Far too much is at stake.
Yeah, and it's not going to last anyway.
How did you get so wise?
Quite frankly, being away from you, it sounds like.
You going to keep ignoring me?
Yes.
I know you're afraid of it.
I'm not afraid of it. You don't understand at all, do you?
Explain it.
Because I just want to taste the sweetness forever. Do you understand that?
Not exactly. Good. Good for admitting that.
You have to embrace the bitter and the sweet. So you never forget which is which.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to turn it off without having someone there to tell you. But yeah, I mean, I like that he finally explained it, because I mean, yes, of course, Moiraine understands what it is to want to touch the power and to crave touching the power and not being able to, but she does not understand what it is like for it to hurt her, right? She knows that one power won't hurt her the way it's hurting Rand. So I like that they're having this honest conversation, though. She's got to start seeing Rand as an adult at some point, even though he does not always act like it.
Safe travels back to Camden, Queen Morgaze.
Get the hell about my house.
Elaine's brothers are going to remain here at the tower and begin their warder training.
By impregnating half of my acolytes? No. Take him. Take them both.
I'm also leaving Elida Sedai here at the tower.
Damn it. Just kidding. I love Shore.
If anything happens to Elaine, and I mean anything, the next time I come to these shining walls, I will have my army at my back.
Okay.
The tower has never tested itself against the full strength of Andor, and I don't think either of us wants to see what will happen if it does.
I assure you.
Period. Because a lot of us be holding back, girl. Know that. And what is the threats for? You think she wants to get your kid? Like, insufferable, your mother, Elaine. Insufferable. I don't know if I trust Shore's character yet. That's the problem. I know she's definitely spying for the queen, but Black Aja's not ruled out. Are we at least close to the Aiel Waste yet? Why do we not have horses? I guess they wouldn't do well in this terrain. Never mind. And there's no way gate. I guess they wouldn't be. Oh, maybe there is. There's no way gates in the Aiel Waste? It's just a lot of travel time. Oh, we're getting close. We see desert. Who thought I'd ever cheer for that?
Who did you tell we were coming here?
No one.
You sure? Oh, Egwene's dream. Okay, Egwene's dream. How'd that even happen? Did Egwene do that by accident? Hello?
Of the blood, but not raised by the blood.
That would be Rand.
He will take us back home, and he will destroy us.
Hey, Avienda was not exaggerating. I mean, it's a pretty face if you gotta go, right? That's a nice last thing to see. No? Just me? Okay. All right, guys. Well, that was episode 2. That was a lot of info being thrown at us, but good stuff all around. So yeah, we kind of focused on most of our groups. I mean, really who we didn't get too much of this episode would probably be Nynaeve, but who do we start with? Let's start with Perrin. I think he kind of had a shorter part of this episode, but he is back in the Two Rivers, and we see that it's a place the Aiel actually like they've pretty much hated everywhere they've been, but they said, hey, the Two Rivers not so bad. Something about the clean air, and I think it being a little bit closer to nature is what's making everyone happier. But I guess what we take from that is that Loyal has been away from the setting for quite a while, because it's true, like he's been away since season 1. He was in Tar Valon, and we don't know how long he was there before all this kicked off, but it looks like it's getting to the point where he needs to get back. And I remember they did those little remember those little snippets they did back in season 1 of little pieces of lore to fill in the gaps, and I forgot about that they mentioned about the longing, but they didn't get into deep detail. But either way, kind of scared. Don't like the idea of my man Loyal going through some ill health effects, but he's where he wants to be. He could leave at any time if he wanted to. He could travel the ways and go back home, but this is important. And unfortunately, I feel like the theme of this episode was definitely that no one's safe anymore, anywhere. Like there's no corner of the earth now where people can just chill. They might have some time, but eventually if this plan of the Dark One comes to fruition, there's going to be no place safe for anyone. So even though it would be great for Loyal to be able to go home and rest up, there really is no time for that. He does have to get back in the action and do it quickly. So anyways, they're back. They get to the Twin Rivers and they found out, or the Two Rivers, pardon me, and they find out that the White Cloaks are there and that they are looking for him specifically because of what happened in season 2. He did take out one of their leaders out of, I mean, listen, I guess if he wasn't feeling that knee-jerk reaction to losing Hopper, he probably would not have gone to that length. But like I said, I personally still don't feel like it's a problem. I'm of the mind that he shouldn't have been standing there. But anyway, that's where it's kind of at. And they're looking for him. And that's why they're camped out in the Two Rivers, because they assume that he might come back there. And so he said he's going to turn himself in because he does not want to have the repercussions of his action ripple out on all the Two Rivers. But we heard Nynaeve's mom, or not Nynaeve, sorry, Egwene's mother say that it's actually not that bad because they are protecting them, because the Trollocs are also looking for him as well. So it looks like the Dark One's kind of figured out that this is the way that Perrin thinks, which is kind of a problem, I think, but we'll have to see. Him turning himself in, I don't think is the answer, is the point, because they're just going to torture and kill him with those eyes. They think he's a demon already, so there's no way they're going to let him live. Or if they do, as I said, it's only going to be to try to torture information out of him about whatever they think is important, especially with, what's his name, Balder? Was his name? Anyway, he's still around as well, and he's got a bone to pick with them, with Perrin personally as well. So anyway, that's what we've got going on there. We found out that Lana is there too, but we're not sure why, if she's following the Trollocs or what, but she's clearly still not okay over losing her warder. Both her and her warder, I think they both look more serious than we've ever seen them, right? In season 1 and season 2, Alana's always kind of had a bit of a lighter, I almost want to say flippant attitude. And of course the, I can't remember his name, but it's the warder she has left. He was kind of, out of the three of them, probably also the least serious, but seeing that they're both very serious, very dark right now, it kind of shows you what the mindset they're in. They're clearly not done with their grieving yet, and understandably so. Like, that bond is so deep, and you know, to physically feel that life leave the planet at the same time must have been very harrowing for both of them. But anyways, we're not sure exactly why she's here, but my guess is she's probably hunting down Dark Aja, or just finding a reason to hurt people. But we see that she's hurt, and yes, because Aes Sedai cannot heal themselves, she's healing up the slow way, the hard way, but also hiding from the White Cloaks, because we all know what's going to happen if they get their hands on them. So yeah, they're in a situation now where they're going to have to figure out what to do. I'm really hoping that he doesn't turn himself in, but we'll see what happens if he tries anyways, because we know there is that the son of the man he killed, who bonded with Perrin in season 2, and obviously doesn't understand why Perrin did what he did. But I feel like if there's anyone in that White Cloak group who will be open to hearing him out, it might be him. So we'll have to see. Moving on to the tower, another short snippet was Matt. Matt is just kind of chilling for now because they're trying to fix the Aes Sedai tried to fix what was going on in his head, but unfortunately they're not able to do it. They're saying what it is affliction of the mind. It's not a physical issue, so it's something that and also it's outside of their purview, right? This is not what they've been taught to heal. So they're basically saying at this point, like, all they can do is see what happens. Like, if he can't work through it on his own, then basically he's just going to probably descend into madness, which is not a great thing to hear. But you know, Nynaeve's not one to give up, so I guess we just have to wait it out and see what happens. But yeah, he's been told off by Suan as well, which that was a great conversation. I like that Suan just kind of broke it down for him about, bro, you need to just calm it down with this whole, woo, I'm the horn blower, look at me. Because yeah, there's a lot of people who would like that horn still. Just because the Shan Chan have been chased off for now does not mean other people don't know the story of the horn or will not be tempted by its power. So maybe we don't go around telling everybody and getting pictures painted and, you know, just being Matt generally. And I love that she knew how to handle him because she had a family member that was very much like Matt. And I love her story about him because that's exactly Matt, right? Kind of an idiot for most things, but when it comes down to the nitty gritty, he's there, right? Like she said, when the flames are high, will you be there? He will. So anyways, it'd probably be better if he does that with a clearer head. So that's what's kind of going on with Matt. We see our first signs of, oh gosh, who's the seer? Her name just slipped. Min. Our first glimpse of Min. She's been working with Suan, trying to figure out, you know, what she can piece from the weave and tell her. And so far it's not good news, but I think Suan should have probably known that, but it's not that helpful of information either, sadly, because there's no time frame. So like Min said, it could be tomorrow, it could be 10 years from now. All I know is it's going to happen, but it gives Suan at least a little bit of a heads up, and that this is not the end. What happened in the tower is nowhere near the end. Which, speaking of the tower, we see finally Elaine's family, a little bit of history about her family. Her mom is interesting, would be the nicest way to put it. I'm not going to say too much because, yes, of course I went hard on her in the episode, but honestly, women do what they got to do, right? War times, whether it's against the Dark One or other kingdoms, it usually calls for some shadier measures, and we see that her mother is not afraid to make the hard decisions and the dark decisions if necessary, and that she did that even before Elaine was born. I don't agree with her kind of playing the game of, kneel to me and then I take you out, but as I said, they all the people she executed look like they definitely would have turned on her this first second they got. So strategically, I get why she did it, but it doesn't make it any less underhanded. But anyway, we see that she wanted to take Elaine home, understandably, as a mother. She doesn't feel like her daughter's safe there, but we see that there's also trouble back on the front of Andor, which I'm not surprised. Like, that's the way the Queen operates. You can't operate like that and not make serious enemies. And so it looks like that's what's going on, unfortunately. And they're trying to figure that out. And that's another reason the Queen wants her back. Probably because she's afraid that if her throne is at risk, they're gonna go for who's next on the throne, which would be Elaine. So that's kind of why, again, it's probably safer for Elaine to be in the tower right now, but I understand why she would want to bring her back. And anyway, she's now leaving her own personal Aja, who's played by the amazing Shorey. We love her. But there's clearly beef there between her and Suan, which is interesting. But I know she's there to be a spy to the Queen, but also to keep an eye on Elaine. And again, the way she's looking right now, I'm not sure where she's at all, but we'll find out soon enough. I'm hoping she's not Black Aja though, just because I love Shorey and I don't want to see her be evil. So that's that. Elaine's brothers are now at the tower. They both attractive. The girls are losing their minds and their panties apparently. And that's going to be interesting, but not a bad thing for Elaine to have people there to support her. Although I'm a little worried about Galad. He sounds like a little bit of an ass, but again, protection is not a bad thing, especially if they're going to fiercely protect their sister and potentially anyone their sister puts in front of them. Is that pretty much it? Yeah, introduction to them. And then other than that, we had a lot of Matt, and he's out in the Isle, or on the trip to the Isle Wastes. And again, him and Moiraine are very much trying to navigate their new dynamic, their new relationship, right? He is still a child as far as his Earth years, but he's got this wisdom of Lews Therin that's still thrumming through him, as well as just who he is as Rand al'Thor. And it's not an easy path to navigate. And Moiraine, of course, is clearly a little bit annoyed with him because he's doing his own thing. But I like that Rand was the one to kind of reach out to him and reach out to her, in this episode and kind of be like, you can't ignore me. Like, I still need your guidance, right? I just don't need you to kind of tell me what to do, right? Like, I have to kind of be able to make my own decisions and know that I have your backing when I make my own decisions. And that's something that's true. Like, Moiraine is not sure how to navigate this because she feels like she should tell Rand what to do. And I understand why, but she is not Rand. And the little conversation they had where Rand had to let her know that you don't know what it's like to be me. Like, yes, you understand some level of this channeling business, but you don't understand what it's like to A, have all the responsibility that I have on my back right now, B, have this crazy woman in my head every other night, but also the fact that the way the One Power operates in me is so different than you. And that's all happening at once. Plus puberty, right? So it's a lot, right? And my girl Moiraine really doesn't know, right? As much as she thinks she understands, she doesn't. And so, yeah, I think he kind of had to give her a bit of a come to Jesus moment about like, you have to let me navigate some stuff because you genuinely don't get it, but you also need to trust me and also help me, right? You still need to help me. I still don't know what I'm doing here when it comes to this weaving stuff. And that's where you have to come in. And then when she asked why he trains with Lan, and he's like, because he listens to me, right? He listens to what I need and he helps me. And also the sword training is something that's in my realm of control right now, which he very much needs. So again, I hope that Moiraine heard that she needs to just listen to Rand sometimes. She doesn't have to agree, obviously, all the time, but sometimes instead of trying to fix or try to scare or intimidate or push, she can just sit back and listen to him and hear what he's actually saying and try to figure out from that what she can do to assist him. Sometimes he won't need her to fix things. Sometimes he'll just need her to hear him and just be an ear and maybe a little bit of a gentle guide and not necessarily, someone who pushes him where he needs to go. But speaking of pushing, we see that Lanfear, of course, has figured out where he is because she's completely obsessed and she's jealous as usual. She does not like the fact that is Egwene by his side. And so she's messing with Egwene as well, which is low, dark, underhanded, but expected of a jealous girl. And I'm hoping Egwene figures it out soon enough and can somewhat push her out of her head. But for now, she's having a field day doing this. And I know it's too twofold. Yes, it's because she's jealous, but it's true that Egwene being there is not necessarily the best thing for Rand, just in the sense of she's still dealing with her own stuff and she thinks she can handle Rand, but she really can't. Like, I don't know if she is really prepared to see what Rand truly is, all of it, the lose part of him, and also obviously some of the darker things. I think she can handle it for sure, but I don't think she is ready. And so I do know that some of this is in fact Lanfear trying to somewhat prepare her for, like, you think you know all of Rand, but you don't, right? You know the Rand, the farm boy, but you don't know the other things that he kept from you, and also the things that I think Luz is kind of trickling into him as well. So anyways, I do feel for my girl because she's already going through PTSD, and Lanfear is really just kind of digging the knife into that. And that's just, it's cruel. It's cruel. And this is a side of Lanfear that's no fun. But as I said, I do hope at one point or some point soon that my girl gets a handle on it and is able to kind of push her out, or at least know when to stop the illusion so that she has more control over what's happening in that world. But yeah, that's kind of what Egwene's going through. And we see that she's somehow connected with the Aiel leader, which I'm not sure if that was her or if it was Egwene, not sure. But either way, that's what alerted them to the fact that they were on their way. So poor Avienda, thinking that somehow someone leaked, although technically Rand did Rand did tell Lanfear where they were going. But Lanfear would never have alerted the Aiel. Actually, I shouldn't say never. We don't know what Lanfear will do, but there's no benefit to her doing that. So that's why I knew it probably wasn't her. But anyway, things are about to get interesting because we're finally at the Aiel Waste, which I'm excited to see how their people work and what they're going to think about this whole thing. But it looks like they already believe that Rand is who he says he is. So yeah, we'll have to see what Rand does to win them over, and this experience, how it's going to be for all of them. But interesting that she said that Egwene didn't belong there. So I don't know if she means just like overall, like this is only supposed to be Rand, or more in a larger sense of you don't belong here by Rand's side. I'm not sure, but interesting choice of words there. But I think that was pretty much it. Like, it was another really good episode. Again, I'm liking how we're progressing with things. And yeah, we just didn't get, Nynaeve, I think, is the only person we didn't get to spend a ton of time with this episode, but it really wasn't an episode to talk about her. I'm sure that will come when we get to that point. But groundwork is being laid. I like our new characters so far, you know, even though some of them look like they might be more annoying than others, but I'm liking it. I like how we're adding them to the tapestry, and I'm interested to see how they're going to continue to contribute to the story. So yeah, another good episode. I hope you guys enjoy watching along with me. If you did, please show some love, and I will see you in the next one.